This is an excellent video if you're planning to move to Mexico, look for a place, a rental, and the other things you need to do to adjust for that first year. Be sure and stay tuned. This is enlightening. This is a long interview, but I don't think you'll be complaining about it. This is good information. Okay, so our last one is that there's rising costs in Huatulco. Now, I haven't been to the States in a while, but I understand there's rising costs in the United States. So I don't think it's as bad here for us that are on Social Security. But rents are going up. Rents are going up. And food hasn't been harmful yet. But,
not that I'm impacted.
I mean, if maybe baggies or a special scent of fabric softener, but it hasn't been bad yet. Mm-hmm. But what about rent? That's going up. What do you feel about that?
Well, I've been in the place I'm in now a year and a half, and when I came to renew, I was a little concerned because it is a property that can be in high demand, and it has some benefits that there's other areas that don't have. And so, and because of the pandemic, I think worldwide we saw an increase, plus the stock market, things like that. So I had a little concern, but I said, well, I'll just work with it, see what it is. And I asked her, well, I see a rent increase. She said, no, you won't see a rent increase, which is great, yeah. So I'm at the half-year mark. We were talking earlier about what would be my top level, where would I not be able to afford. Would you like me to tell them what I pay?
Right. I mean, what happens is you don't want to I've always advocated never to pay more than half of what is your highest budget level for rent that you could afford. Never pay, because you don't know if the dollar and the peso are going to change. You don't know what's going to happen, and you live in stress. So that's why I asked her to please tell us what is the highest mark that she would feel safe paying rent.
Right. One of the benefits of this place I have live now is there's 3 bedrooms, 3 baths. And so I was in it for a year by myself, and that was fine. And then I also am considered a cat lady, and therefore we have street cats that we take care of in morning and night and feed them outside of the house, yeah, in the yard. So I couldn't really go anywhere, and so it dawned on me, I want to go do something after the pandemic. So I took on a roommate who is considered another cat lady. So when she's there, I can go. When I'm there, she can go, and the cats are still taken care of. So what that did was it opened up a margin of rent increase that I can't afford. So right now I pay 20,000 pesos, which is $1,000 US. It has a water view. It is considered waterfront. It's a nice complex. It's small. It's in a nice sector. They're all nice sectors. But the properties around it are multi-million-dollar. This house is not multi-million-dollar. It's just a nice place to live. So I didn't want the rent to be too high that someone could have, but I didn't want it to be too low. So I set it at $250 US, which is $5,000
for the roommate.
For my roommate, and that includes everything. All she has no other than her food and her personal stuff. So if I had to go up, I would probably not go more than 25. I just don't. My sense is that there are places here that are as good or better at under 25,000 pesos. And at that point, I would evaluate whether it was really that important for me to be able to see the ocean. You know, where do you want to spend Are you spending a lot of time in your bedroom where there is no view? Or you spend a lot of time at the beach club where you're really already there? So, and after 4 years, 5 years, life seems to has evolved a little bit where I'm spending more time with people now than I am with
Four walls.
Than four walls, or looking right, or looking at sitting by myself, looking out at the ocean, right? So, and I'm 65, going on 66, and closer to 66. So I think life evolves and changes, and I would not have known that when I was looking at retiring Mexico. I would have, I gotta do this, I gotta do that, I want this, I want that, I want this, you know, in my head, and in the U.S. And then once we get here and find out what the real beauties are and gifts are, then it comes tenfold. You know, I'm sitting in a nice air-conditioned place.
In a Mexican neighborhood.
In a Mexican fabulous neighborhood. With a doggy next door that said, hey, bark, 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 bark. You've got someone in your front yard. Bark, 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 bark. And I don't mind doggies that bark, bark, bark.
And, well, we don't hear them inside.
Yeah.
Because we have a garage in front of the house. But, yeah, we're in a Mexican neighborhood. And we have to talk to our landlord soon, too. She's coming for hamburgers and French fries with her kids next week, so we can discuss that. But we do like to keep our rent low, so we don't have to worry about it.
Right,
and we do buy everything we want for cooking, and so far we haven't worried about what it costs. And we feed a lot of people.
And I think people find what happens here is that you have this set goal that you've learned in the U.S. and the stress of, at least it's my thinking, that, you know, we have to do this, we have to do this, we have to do this because our society has taught us that. Well, I have not been impacted by my Mexican friends on having to do anything.
Keep up with the Joneses.
No. And so therefore I don't have the spending that I had, habits that I had in the States, just trying to...
We don't have to keep our clothes looking a certain way. If we have our favorite flip-flops, our favorite shorts, we just wash them more often because we really like them. We go for fabrics that are cool. We go for something that's easy to get on and off when you're going to get in the beach. We don't go clothes crazy here.
And we have fun with it.
And that's a big savings. And we have fun. I got pink yesterday just for this.
I love it. I love it.
And then I brought her some pink.
Yeah.
And if y'all don't like it, you may not be happy in Huatulco because everybody does their own thing their own way.
And they smile and they love you for it. You know, and we smile and love them for it. So I love it.
It's
it's wonderful.
We're joyful, happy, and free.
We're joyful,
but
happy,
don't
and free.
Stress yourself while paying too much rent.
Yeah.
I got to have a pool. You may not have to have a pool.
To.
We have 36 natural, God-made pools here. There's 36 beaches. And
I swim more in the ocean than I do in my pool on the a yearly basis. So, getting out and meeting people get you to someone's home that might have a pool, or to a hotel that costs 35
beach
pesos.
Clubs are great once a week. Yeah,
absolutely. And then I had someone tell me, I'm retired and I'm so busy.
Yeah.
I'm retired. I'm so busy.
I wish I had time to get to a pool. Well, I just want to thank you. Is there anything else that you would like to tell people, perhaps about immigration or? I like to tell people, get it done now. Get your paperwork done because the requirements are changing.
Every January it goes up.
And for me, having those things done allows me the freedom to do nothing else. To be a leisureologist. Otherwise, it's a little bit of a hanging on. Oh, I probably need
Yeah.
to go do this
nagging and
yeah,
nagging.
yeah, and then you get to an expat thing, and someone has information, someone has information, someone has information, someone has information, and those someones aren't the subject matter experts. So then there's questions. So if we go to our lawyers and we say, I really want to take care of this. Here's let's go forward on it. It's done.
Get it over with.
Get it done. Yeah.
Yeah, rent lower just for a year to get everything taken care of. And then you can upgrade.
That's
Just
exactly.
you're going to be busy out getting things done, meeting people. Rent lower at first.
Mm-hmm.
And learn what you need to look at in apartments, and don't get yourself in a bind. Rent lower, get your quad or your ATV, get your paperwork done. Learn, maybe you want to get dental work done. Get your goals done first.
That's exactly what I did. $400 US for rent that first year. It was significantly less than half of what I had, but I also lived in the States only having half of my rent from my salary. So I believe in that concept.
Yeah, get rid of your to-do list, and then go ahead and upgrade to. By that time, you'll have better furniture. You'll find out where you want your furniture. Just one day at a time.
Yeah, and you might not even want to buy a lot of stuff.
No.
Some of us are minimalists.
That's right.
It feels good when you come in and you can see
Space.
have space. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. White walls, things like that. You don't need all
I
fancy
like my
art.
white walls.
Yeah.
The only thing it's not messy, but full is my kitchen, because it's a workshop for me and Fred. We have fun in that kitchen.
Yep.
I don't think it looks messy at all. I've never seen it messy.
Just full of things. I mean, but we don't have anything in that kitchen we don't use.
What's within arm's reach?
Yes,
it's all. It's very
exactly
lean.
where we
Right?
need it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You won't see that at my place. You'll just see cupboards. They might have something in them, but.
Well, thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome.
Thank you for being pink with me today.
Oh, I love.
Bye for now. Any pressing questions? Go to the POW Tap link below. Click my powtap.me link and we'll take you to where you can call for a live chat. Do you need a virtual mailbox so you can take care of business and personal communication on a daily basis? Are you interested in expat or nomad insurance that's highly affordable? Click our links below. You can watch 300 plus videos about life in Mexico at lifeinhuatulco.com. See you there. That's it. Be sure to subscribe to learn about life in Huatulco and to learn about retiring in Mexico also, because we do share 25 years experience with you. Life where?
Mexico!